another ambient odyssey. I covered Caretaker Everywhere at the End of Time, which took me around a year to do. But it was my big ambient project that I got out of the way. A lot of people on that video wanted to see me do Daughter of Darkness by Natural Snow Buildings, a record that I've heard about before, mainly because of its length. And I guess the occult meanings behind it, I've read some of those track titles, scared the fuck out of me. So that's a record that I'm interested in, not really because of the length, but because of the subject matter. I posted a poll on Patreon, and I was getting recommendations for the Winter Ray. Everyone wants me to do this one, and y'all know me. Y'all know that I'm the #1 ambient listener, enjoyer, right? I'm excited tonight. All right, this is 2 hours and 30 minutes, 25 songs. If you're watching this on YouTube, all right, and you're a fan and you're a fan of this band, I think, feel free to like and subscribe if you want to. If you want to catch the whole version of this review, that'll be on Patreon. All right, I love and I appreciate you very much. Thank you for being here. Drop your recommendations down below in the comments. Comment anything you want down below. If you see me typing on my phone, I'm taking notes so I can remember everything about this long ass album. Please don't jump scare me at the start. This is winter as fuck. Oh my god. The track, I don't know what Psy War is. Me neither. You're asking the wrong fucking person. I'm not gonna talk for a minute. I'm just gonna so we can keep going. But that was like The Shining, snowstorm, trapped in a haunted hotel type fucking sounds. That was horrifying. I don't know what Psy War is. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. That bass line, fuck that. Bro, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. This is fucking... Dead ass, what the fuck? I gotta say, it is swallowing me whole. I don't know. However they got this sound, it is swallowing me whole. Oh, hell no. Oh, fuck no. Who's talking? Let the next one play? You sure? I feel like they all fade in. I love the way the guitar came in on this track. Dark side of behaviorism. Dark side of behaviorism. Very dystopian. That's a good way to describe it. I could see this in like Blade Runner 2049, some shit like that. Post-apocalyptic, yeah. I'm losing myself in this. I love this actually. This album makes you feel nothing. Comforting. It shows you that you are the only person in this world. It's true. For ambient music to do that, because I feel like ambient music is usually comforting, so for it to do that, it's kind of scary. That was already 6 minutes? You're fucking joking. A broadcast, I mean, yeah. I feel like I'm in a spaceship dysfunctioning right now. I feel like I'm like landing at like a tiny little spaceship. Like, you see those little UFOs in Colombia? I unironically love listening to number stations. It'd probably be dope to fall asleep to. This part doesn't scare me, it was the beginning. Don't do that shit again. Let me just quickly go over these last three songs. Basically, we had Overture. Alright, we had that scary ass intro. I felt like I was in The Shining. Nice little transition, seamless transition. I don't even know why it was even split up into a track, to be honest. I don't know what Psy is. Alright. Which was somehow even got more scarier than the intro. It was like a horror trance. I feel like I was like the girl in Smile. You ever seen Smile? You ever see like the, you know what I'm saying? When that monster like it opens up its fucking face and they just like freeze. That's how I felt. You know. And then those field recordings came in on track 2, and it made me start going crazy. Those voices. I felt like I was in a fucking psych ward and people are talking in the other room. And then anyways, Dark Side of Behaviorism, favorite track yet, and actually a track that I'm probably going to listen to on a casual basis just because I love the way that riff sounded with the drones in the background. Made me feel like I was walking on the moon. I love that vibe. Super hypnotizing. I think someone said that, kind of left feelings of isolation there and loneliness. I agree with you. All right, and it's crazy how I'm listening to this in like the 90-degree weather today when this is so clearly a winter record. Like this is like so good as like a walk to your car sort of deal. You know what I mean? Like you're walking to your car, it's like freezing out. But yeah, broadcast, that shit was just fucking, I don't know. I felt like I was in the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Some shit like, some footage. That's where I thought I was. My feelings will probably change, but I do like how we have broadcast, a nice little break so we can take a little pause from the, whole atmosphere that we were in and kind of put us in an isolated back rooms level room, kind of like that place we recognize, but you can't pinpoint where it is. A lot of metaphors I can use to describe these songs, but yeah. Microchip little children. All right, I'm not for that. Maybe Elon Musk is, but not me. This plus Sprite is a deadly combo. Oof. This is the beautiful moment that I was waiting on. It's like it's so defeated. It's so defeated. I feel like I'm surrounded by enemy troops. Very Godspeed and Tim Hacker. So far, this album has sounded like the saddest moments on Skinny Fist. I'm just losing myself in this, man. This is crazy. Christ. Oh my god.
Incarnation of United Patriot Radio.
That was 9 minutes.
United Patriot Commercial Radio.
Oh my god. There's a version that's non-stop before I do that instead of the playlist. I kind of like the track list being right here. The track titles. Okay. Bit of silence halfway through. Natural snow buildings as a whole, it's very hard to come by physical media for them, but especially this record. I think only 5 physical copies are made for this album in CD form. That's ridiculous. 5? I think they wanted to keep their music not heard by many. It's a shame. There's many that missing out probably. This part is beautiful though. We kind of had those 2 tracks after broadcast as a 1-2 punch. Microchip Little Children, devious title, by the way. Um, that track just gave me, very intimate feelings of just staring down a fucking abyss, staring down a chasm. Gave me an absolutely just defeated, just lost, like like you're on your knees, like you're going up against Thanos' army, but motherfuckers ain't coming out of the portal. The snap never happened. You're just fucked. I said that it sounds like you're surrounded by like the enemies, like the enemy army, something like that. And it's crazy because the next song was the fake and sad, lonely soldier, no gunman. That was a smooth transition as well. Where automatically we opened that song up with just the most haunting pianos and vocal samples. I don't know what they were specifically saying, but I don't know who it was. It sounded like maybe like a politician or political figure. Just talk, maybe from that point on, it did transition into like a beautiful ambient piece, and that was probably the only moment I felt of peace on the record so far. But yeah, that was those two tracks coming back to back from each other was amazing. To me, so far, my expectations have been exceeded. I mean, I was not expecting an ambient and drone record, just by two people, to have this much movement and this much variety. Like I said, the cellos on Microchip Little Children probably the most emotionally impacting part of the record so far for me. Let's keep going. Next track is, if there's not a transition, I will talk about the song. If there is a transition, I will just let it ride. I think that's the rule I'm gonna do. May Brussels, whoever that is. Holy fuck, I'm at an absolute loss for words. I love the subtle distortions in the left channel. Fuck this shit, bro. We'll let that fly. Uh, Counterinsurgency. Wow. The little small and unique. Oh, we're gonna let it ride. We're gonna let it ride. Jesus, this still blows my mind that only two people made this. Yeah, that's fuck. I can't believe that shit. And Godspeed You is like 12 fucking people. towards a psycho-civilized society. What the fuck? What the fuck? Because this one right here is low-key brutal. My God. Is this what France is like? I hope so. Okay, let's take some time real quick. So we had those four tracks kind of related to each other. May Brussels, probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard in my life. We started off with a beautiful ambient atmosphere that led from the last song, but then that guitar riff hit, and I swear to God, it almost brought me to tears. That song was beautiful, nothing bad about that. Gonna be on repeat, telling you that right now. Counterinsurgency, we kind of expanded more on that beautiful atmosphere. However, got a little intimidating and high pitched, but overall, it was still enchanting. And the way the repetition was in that song, it was long loops, and it was very satisfying whenever it restarted and it came in over and over again. I feel like that's what makes this so entrancing and easy to slip into despite the length. Experiments on monkeys. All right, that was another seamless transition to a great riff, and like I said, the spacing of the keys on that song as well. Whenever they came right back in, whenever it constantly looped over and over again after like 20 seconds, that shit was crazy. I love that one. And then obviously towards a psycho-civilized society, we're kind of getting straight drone, straight horrifying, crazy shit. I'm picturing like, what's that book? 1985 something? 1984? I don't know. Yeah, I can't believe we're already 10 tracks deep, to be honest. I feel like it's actually, the length of this is clearly justified. The next broadcast, this one's a little shorter. Little Whoa, this is already, whoa, slow down.
Probably will engage in certain future acts of sabotage. Persons apprehended shall be given a hearing without right of bail, without the necessity of evidence, and shall then be confined to places of detention.
Whatever he's saying, I agree. I don't know if I do. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of like what the U.S. did after Pearl Harbor with the Japanese. They put them in the detention centers. That kind of reminds me of. That kind of reminds me of that. Like how horrifying it would be to be in a fucking detention center. Yeah, that was horrifying. We were at horrifying. Now we're at petrifying. Next one is Un Man de Helicopters and Microwave. I legit feel like these two could do like a Christopher Nolan movie or something. Fuck. That track had me in another trance the whole time. Probably the most consistent sounding song throughout the whole way through. The way the drone had me, I was just going left and right. I don't know. I lost control. Yeah, that's really all I can say there. I'm sort of at a loss for words there. Someone complimented the chord progression. I gotta piggyback off that. I agree. You guys keep talking about this next song. Last track of disc one next. We'll see what that's like. Falling Space Laser, Nikola Tesla. It's quite the song. It's quite the song name. feels like the sun shining after a storm. My god. Oh my god, bro. Fuck. How on earth is this two people? My god, man. I can't believe that was 7 minutes. Started off very desolate, very dark, very easy to disassociate to, and all of a sudden, almost as if the track changed, like these amazing pianos came in on some fucking Your Lie in April shit, going crazy, and then the cellos came in, the strings. Fuck. I would say my top 3 on disc 1 are probably that one, Falling Space, Mabe Russell, and probably Dark Side of Behaviorism. Let's hop right in disc 2, you know? Similar to the first song on disc 1, where it's just horrifying. Oh my god. Let's relax. Evil maxing, exactly. Yeah, this is come you I mean this is just crazy. No. No. Fuck no. Hell no. No. End the song. End the song. End the song. What the fuck? I feel like I'm in Eyes Wide Shut right now. They're just cursing us for the love of the game. For real, bro. I agree with you, bro. I rebuke that. I can tell you right now, Mount Weather will never see my ass. I'm staying far the fuck away from Mount Weather. Keep your lights on tonight. I might not even be sleeping tonight. Fuck was that? Anyway, let's see what's going on at Brighton Beach. Let's see what's going on at Brighton Beach. Promising guitar, actually. The thing is, the beats don't exist no more. It doesn't. Why? Dead horses. Yep, that's a long one. Okay. All right. It's crazy how, despite being thrown in a live setting, outside at a beach, public area, uh, you feel even more isolated just because of how haunting the instrumental is. Almost makes you feel like you can't escape your thoughts whilst being out in this public place. Super dark. I feel like there was also like a preacher moment on there as well, similar to the moment on Skinny Fist. Fishing hole. It's a minute long. We're just gonna let it go straight into Dead Horses. All right. All right, Dead Horses. This is progressing so nicely so far.
Well, Mom, don't tell you nothing. What happened to me? I've not told a man time. I was up here one night by myself. About 12 and 20 people put my hair. I was real close to it. There was no noise. No nothing. That's one line. Gradually, my hair was like one line.
Yes, killed this beautiful bride.
Vocals.
Nameless servant as her lover. Let them bow through
Vocals.
to lift the veil from her face. Silently move at night. The place where lie my doubt. This man with horses teeth. I had to get off his head to place it down. My starving horses so fast. Their legs bite me like a drum. Is eating on my
One of, if not the best songs on there. And I started off with a drone, beautiful strings. I can't believe how nicely the whole song progressed despite its long length. Beat of like some haunting figure who like roams around. I don't know. It's like someone said like they call him Ghost Rider. I thought isn't it like a superhero called Ghost Rider or some shit? I don't know. But apparently this like ghost is like serving the bride, the dead bride, of like a homicide. Give me like a horseman of like the apocalypse sort of thing. You know, like in like Revelations or some shit like that. That's the kind of vibe that I got from that song. But holy fuck, that threw me in a trance, bro. Ethyl bromo acetate. I can't tell you what any of those three words mean. Let's go. That's tear gas? Oh fuck no.
across
What?
the road. The group of protesters were in the middle of the road. The police
Oh,
didn't
that's where the
say,
tear gas comes
please
into
leave
play.
the intersection. They just said, that's the exit. And somebody said, what do you mean? And this one policeman pulled out his pepper spray and started spraying the crowd. Now, somebody said, stop, there are children here. And he said, I don't care. Do it. Well, you know, I'm a middle-aged woman who has always believed that this is a good country, that you have rights.
Bro. Probably the saddest one yet. Probably the saddest one yet. God, man. That track actually felt longer than Dead Horses, to keep it real. I think it was just because of like the nature of that song and how disgusting it low-key was with the protesters and what the cop did and saying be like, oh, I don't care, just throwing the fucking, not throwing the tear gas, using the pepper spray anyways. I mean, that was fucking, it's horrible to hear. Probably easily the saddest song on here yet. Wow. Really, really fucking hits you. Really fucking hits you. Shit, bro. Alright, let's keep going. Next one is Bloody Snow. I like the whistling. I weirdly feel at peace with the song.
There are tracks on bloody snow. And I wonder how this hole with all these killers around. All these motherfuckers got out alive of this hole
Vocals back into the mix after that last song.
with all these killers all around. There are tracks on the bloody snow.
Wow. Top three for me. I just love how the acoustic guitars went over the atmosphere that we had with the reverb ambient ones. Oh my fucking god. It's crazy. And the vocals went so well too. His energy was so good. It was kind of like, it did depict to me like that war vibe so perfectly. I love that one. Love that one. I'm gonna be listening to that one a fuck ton, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So many tracks on here that I'm surprisingly I think gonna return to a lot. Next track is Inside Mount Weather. I'm not looking forward to this one because the track Mount Weather scared the fuck out of me. So I'm predicting that this is gonna be a little scariness. We'll see though.
62. 28. That's I-28.
No, 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 no. Why? Fuck that, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out, bro. What the hell's going on at Mount Weather? Some fucking Bohemian Grove shit, apparently. Track's ending. I'm not even gonna pause and talk about it. I'm just gonna let it transition. I want nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do with Mount Weather anymore. Yeah, this is already building up to be fucking insane. What?
Everyone leaves Maxfield. They've all moved to Dry Creek and other areas, but they are now under fire from Nancy Cole again.
This is probably one of the darker moments on the record in total. I was enjoying the beginning of the song with the acoustics until it randomly stopped. And like that organ came in and it just got super tragic from then on out. It's crazy how we can suddenly go from a crazy, scary moment on Inside Mount Weather to dead ass fucking devastating on I Was Always Cold. Let's wind down the record, I guess. Let's go into the title track now. Sorry about the interruption. I don't even know. I have to be looking at my OBS at all times because my shit just randomly just started doing that recently. It just stops playing shit. This is like the ending scene in Blade Runner 2049. I won't spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you've seen it, you know. God. My God. I legit feel like I'm dead. I feel like I'm fucking dead after that shit, bro. I can't believe there's 2 more tracks after that. Like, high pitched everything and the way the ambient was, it just got me fucking feeling like shit. Dead Horses by the Sea in brackets out of fucking.
And the black horse has a bride, a beautiful horse has a bride. The next morning it was found, buried and out above the ground's horse. And I will be drowned by the sea to join a form I can see.
Kind of mentioning the horse once again, kind of taking up like the bride being the horse in the situation. The horse dies, it's left on the beach. Sharks eat the horse. The devil eats its soul. So very dark lyrics on there. It's almost like this horse has been to war or something. And it's when he says the preacher bless my bullets, it's almost like he's going to war on a horse, and it's just chaos. It's just chaos. The horse dies, bro. We finally made it to the final track. It's been a long ride. It's been a long. How long have I been going on for? 3 hours and 8 minutes? What the fuck? Are we gonna end at scary? Like industrial drone type of shit. Leaves you kind of nothing to grasp onto. I fucking agree, and I was just gonna say that. I'm left unsatisfied. You know what I'm saying? It's like we didn't get a proper, like, full-fledged. I think it's meant to do that. It's meant to leave us with that feeling, because that's what the state of the world is. All right, that's what the state of the world is. Current day. That's like the current day, like, corruption. You know what I mean? It's like it's no happy ending there. Disc 1 and Disc 2 leave me with two very distinct different feelings. I was immediately surprised. With how much versatility was on the first disc in general, and how each of the kind of longer cuts were spaced out in between each other. I like the broadcast interludes; those were kind of cool as well. I fuck with those a little bit. I would have to say my favorite tracks were probably on disc 1. I know you guys said that you're disc 2 enjoyers, but I think I like disc 1 kind of more. Hey, Brussels, probably the most beautiful moment on the record. I'm probably gonna return to that one a lot. And the way it went into counter-insurgency, experiments on monkeys, and towards a civilized society, which was an absolutely horrifying track. The way it did that so seamlessly between all four of those was amazing. Places of Detention really fucked me up. And I think Places of Detention really gave me a good grasp into the, I guess, places during World War II. Because I'm getting, like, World War II, like, vibes from this. Like detention camps and shit like that. Like, it's heavy on the war vibes, but for some reason it felt so much more like recent in the second half of the records. I think maybe it's just showing how the corruption has progressed over the years, perhaps. Going into that horror aspect on there too, on both of the Mount Weather tracks. You know, everyone, all the politicians and all of them, they get to go to their bunker. But for us, man, we're left with that horrifying reality out there, bro. It's kind of like that scene in Doctor Strangelove, right? Where they're like, okay, we got all these people out there. You know, we could take everyone to this bunker because, you know, this bad shit has happened. And, you know, it's just no civilians, not really any civilians, just a select amount of people. You know, they get to go to Mount Weather, not us. It's just showing kind of the consequences. I feel like Disc 2 could be more representative of the consequences of, you know, war and everything like that. Because Disc 2 is definitely the more darker side of the record. I feel like it paces itself better than a lot of other kind of records I've heard that push the 2 hour mark. This one goes way over. I think I have a ranking video coming up, I don't know, relatively soon or something. I'm looking forward to doing that. But yeah, I guess in my top 3 tracks are probably top three. Dance of the Moon and Sun Next. I might just do those just because I'm liking this band. So I don't even know if I can. I'm not too sure one. Dead Horses, May Brussel, and Dark Side of Behaviorism. Those are my top 3. I appreciate y'all for being here with me tonight. This was an exhausting listen, but it was well worth it. Not a single minute was wasted by these 2 incredibly talented artists. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. I'm excited to get into more of their stuff. I don't know if I'll ever do their 8-hour record, but we'll see what happens. Love y'all. Yeah. A Turnstile reaction will go hard on this channel. I've been hearing some shit about Turnstile. And yeah. Peace out, y'all. Peace out, Noam Chomsky, Shepherd, Nostalgia. Y'all mean the world to me. I'll see y'all.